People are always asking, who am I? Where do I come from? Most people would explore their family history by asking or doing web searches, or taking a year off school to hitchhike around Europe trying to find themselves. But for some, this is not enough. They need more. This more is called ancestry testing. I want to do that. Are you sure? Who doesn't want to know where their ancestors come from? That's not really how it works. An ancestry test doesn't tell you where your ancestors come from. Okay, let me explain to you a thing. Many people think it's very simple to track ancestry through DNA. These people would be wrong. A single person has hundreds of ancestors from all over the world. So, how can ancestry testing account for all of these different ancestors? It doesn't. Ancestry testing uses the DNA of one of three categories: Y chromosomes, mitochondrial DNA, or other chromosomes. The Y chromosome is used because it is passed down intact from father to son. Mutations do arise spontaneously, but it's likely the present-day male could share part of a copy with his male ancestor. The same concept applies to mitochondrial DNA, except it is passed down from a mother to all of her children. Only women can pass on their copy of this DNA, though. Other chromosomes are tracked based on linked sections of chromosomes called single nucleotide polymorphisms, or SNPs. Over time, some of these SNPs remain unchanged as DNA is passed down through generations. These SNPs are known as Ancestry Informative Markers, or AIMs, and can be used to track ancestry based on frequency around the world. Give me my ancestry test! Wait, you haven't even heard the issues yet. Every method you've said seems foolproof. Let me see my test. Okay. These methods may seem foolproof on the surface. Wait, I'm 30% Asian and 10% African? It doesn't make any sense. My family is from New Jersey. You do realize that's not what the results mean, right? No. Then what do they mean? Once again, let me explain to you a thing. As I was saying, AIMs, mitochondrial DNA, and Y chromosomes are attributed to whatever area they appear in highest frequency. Ancestry companies take your results and attribute your ancestry to the place in the world where your results are most likely to appear. Depending on the company, your results will greatly differ. Companies use Y chromosomes or mitochondrial DNA only to track the probable location of one of your ancestors out of the thousands that you have, raising more questions than answers. But the main issue appears with the testing of AIMs. AIMs are not specific to any particular ethnic group, and are found all across the globe in varying levels of frequency. The problem is that companies can't track exactly where your specific AIM is located. Even though your version of the AIM may be inherited from somewhere else, the company will attribute it to where it is most frequent, and must report where your genetic information is from. Even worse, these AIMs are compared to samples thought to represent past populations. However, there is no guarantee this is the genetics that the past populations have. Each company also uses samples from different groups according to region, creating more room for error. And, on top of all of this probability, some companies choose to split the results into 4 groups instead of just 3. This makes consistent results impossible. So, what all this means is that you have to be very careful when you read your pie chart. Your pie chart is not telling you that you are a certain percent of a specific ancestry. It means that a certain percent of the AIMs tested for occur with the most frequency in a specific region that may match you. Probably. Maybe. So when you decide that you want to have an ancestry test done, remember that it's probably not that accurate, so try not to have an existential crisis based on your results.